Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to be doing some vegan baking. And this is because I've been a vegan for 3 days now. So
I'm still not, but it's okay.
Maybe after this she will be. So what are we making?
We're making a wide variety, and by wide variety I mean
Three things.
Different types of vegan chocolate desserts. So our first recipe is going to be a vegan brownie. Then we're going to do our second one, which will be a no-beak vegan chocolate cheesecake. And then our third and final one will be a vegan salted caramel chocolate pot.
Woo! So precursor here. I don't know how to bake.
One time I tried to make brownies and I accidentally put 1 1/3 cups of oil instead of 1/3 cup of oil, so my track record isn't that great.
Yep, so we're gonna give this a shot, and if we fail, I did go ahead and buy a vegan chocolate cheesecake. So at least we'll have something to eat.
Eventually. So our first ingredient for the vegan brownie is going to be 2 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. I don't know if the bleached part is that important, but we're going to go with it.
And the second one's going to be 2 cups of white sugar, so I'm going to go ahead and... Oh wait, no, I do have another cup. I'm going to go ahead and start on
I feel like we're going to end up with like way more like mix than we intend.
That's okay, we're not professionals. We're not professionals.
I am a professional chef. The struggle is just Tenny and Stephanie.
I don't have lots of clean. 2 cups.
Our next ingredient is going to be 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, which we have here.
And it's Hershey, so it's name brand.
Yeah, we don't get the generic shit here. Just kidding, like half the stuff we bought is generic. So this is a 1/4 cup measuring thing, so I'm gonna put 3 of them in.
Well, I mean, the black ones have more variety, but it's too late.
That works. This is a fuck ton of cocoa. So you put 3 and it gives you 3/4.
Just making sure you had the right one. Next is going to be 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Let me get the 2. 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
And so the next ingredient is going to be 1 teaspoon of salt, which I'm going to very nicely borrow from the salt shaker. This isn't even a salt shaker.
Nope,
There's
it's
no
not.
shake.
There's also clumps in it, so careful.
That's alright. A little clump never killed anybody. Unless we're talking about mascara. Fuck that shit. Mix, 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 mix. Alright, wanna do the honors?
1 cup of water.
Turn the iPad back on. Refreshing. And then our next step is going to be 1 cup of vegetable oil, but all I have is canola oil, so I think they're similar enough, and we're going to turn it anyway.
Next is going to be
1
teaspoon of vanilla extract. There.
Go for it. It smells like brownies. Okay, that's starting to look more like brownie batter.
It looks
coming together.
delicious, honestly. And there's no eggs in it, so you can eat it.
100% vegan.
It smells good, though. There's a lot of cocoa powder in it.
Alright, so we have our brownie dough. It's very, like I said, it's an odd consistency, but it smells really good.
We're now putting them in a cupcake pan because they are cupcake brownies.
Like it's like this is better slime than the slime we made. Is that too much? Whatever.
Probably. Oh well. This isn't professional.
This ain't cake boss.
Here are our cupcake brownies. Vegan cupcake brownies.
Yee.
So we're now going to put them in the oven, which is already preheated to 350 degrees.
So we're going to bake for 25 to 30 minutes, and then we let them cool for at least 10 minutes before removing them from the pan. So I'm going to set a timer on my phone for 25 minutes.
Alright, so now, as our brownies are baking, we're going to start on our no-bake vegan chocolate cheesecake.
And step 1 of this is going to be removing the cream from some Oreos, so don't mind us as we do that. Because low-key, I'm going to eat all the filling after I take these out of the cookies. Because it's a crime to waste this stuff. So first step is to make the crust for the mini cheesecakes, which consists of mainly the crushed up Oreos, some coconut oil, and that actually might be it. We'll find out.
I'm not good at math.
That's close enough to 1 cup.
Just a couple more. Alright, so we have crunched our cookies. Now it's time to add the coconut oil. I'm about to take the brownies out, but we'll reveal them at the end.
Yes. 25 minutes later and the brownies are done. Okay, so with the next step with this, we've already made the crust for the mini cheesecakes, just the coconut oil and the brownies. Coconut oil and the Oreo cookies, which we're gonna shove down in the bottom eventually. So we're gonna move on to making the filling. So the first thing is you do have so you start with a cup of cashews, but you actually soak them in water for about an hour before we start this process. So they've been soaking for...
They've been about an hour.
Yeah, something like that. So we're gonna call it a win. So part of this filling is blending stuff, and all I have is a little shitty smoothie blender, so we'll see how
hopefully it works.
It says to like put them all in and then blend it, but I think it's gonna be easier if we blend it this week.
3 tablespoons of coconut milk. Looks like a smoothie. Looks like an oatmeal smoothie, honestly.
This is like the weirdest smoothie ever. Our next ingredient is going to be 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. Because when we post this recipe down below, we're actually cutting this one in half. So all the numbers you're going to see in the recipe are going to be double what we're actually making right now.
I'd also like to point out that the only ingredient in maple syrup is maple syrup. My hands are all coconut oily.
It's good for your skin. So next we're going to be doing a 1/4 cup of these dark chocolate chunk things. But we have to melt them, So now that the chocolate is melted, we're going to be adding it to the rest of the stuff in the blender. If I can open it.
Such the random stuff in the blender.
Too much oil everywhere. It's my favorite thing. I can do it. Slippery. There we go. Hopefully this one ends up being worth it. This was the one I was really excited about.
Cheesecake.
Guys, look how beautiful this is. It looks so good. So good.
Really good.
Like there's another.
I love chocolate.
So our 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. The next one is like a little tiny dash of sea salt, which I happen to have here, coarse Mediterranean sea salt.
It's gonna be good. I love salt in my chocolate.
Alright, so step 1, once everything is mixed and made, is to take the crust mixture we started and just kind of press it down into the bottom of the cupcake things. So we're going to be making vegan salted caramel dark chocolate cups. That's a really long name, but essentially it's caramel on the bottom, some chocolate on top, and delicious in the pan. So this is going to be a 1/4 cup of our vegan butter. Yeah, so this is actually, it's Earth Balance, which we got at Fry's, which I was surprised was actually vegan. So vegan butter, easy to find.
I'm gonna stick this in the microwave.
So what it says to do is take your pan and actually put a little bit of our caramel sauce into the bottom of the pan. So we actually have the crust for the cheesecakes kind of hardening in the freezer with a little caramel on the other side, so we can have it down. Also dropping the lid into the pan. So we're gonna let the cheesecake crust and the caramel kind of harden in the freezer for a little bit. Alright guys, it's time for the final step. Taking all of the ingredients and putting them in. We're gonna do the melted chocolate on top of the caramel and the cheesecake mix on top of the crust. Alright guys, so here so far are the filled pans. We have our cheesecake on one side. We have this on the other. So we're gonna pop them in the freezer. It says for a couple hours, but I don't know why I just looked at my wrist. There's nothing there, but we're gonna check on them soon and just gonna see how they turn out.
Hey guys, we're back. So we have let 2 of our 3 desserts cool overnight, and that is why we look different. And we're back to try them. So
I'm so excited. I was literally having dreams about like these brownies last night, so I am so stoked.
I say we try the cheesecake first.
They kind of ended up, oh, we should show them off too. They kind of ended up a little upside down on the plate, but oh well. I forgot to put this.
That's so fucking good.
I can't get it.
I'm good. Cheesecake 5 out of 5. Okay, so next we have our caramel chocolate, whatever it's called.
I'm not as excited to try this one. I won't lie to you guys. Hold on, let me. They kind of are just chocolate lumps.
Well, caramel chocolate lumps. I don't know if I can get. Oh,
Oh, okay. Oh, I think this is a coconut. Coconut.
I'm not getting it.
Really?
Not bad. I'm not a big caramel person, so I didn't.
Neither, and I think it's a little harsh for the dark chocolate.
Actually, I like the chocolate. I don't like the caramel. But that's not the caramel's fault.
It is a lot like softer. I'm expecting like a rock hard slab of chocolate.
That's good. So now we have our last, and it is our chocolate brownies.
Oh,
I'm excited.
It smells exactly like a brownie.
It's so good.
It tastes exactly like a brownie.
Mmm. We heated them up a little bit so they're a little warm.
Sure. I thought these were going to turn out way worse than they did. Like, this one's still probably not my most favorite, but honestly, like, I like all of them.
I'm not a huge fan of the caramel, but this is delicious. And
I would
that is
eat this
delicious.
like every day of my life.
This one's my favorite.
I'm still going with this one as my favorite, but they're like 10 out of 10 would make vegan chocolate recipes again.
So, like this video if you want to see more vegan recipes from us.
But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching once again. Anyways, guys, like the video if you want to see more cooking, vegan, kitchen shenanigans, any sort of thing like that. We love you guys. Make sure you subscribe down below. We post new videos every single Tuesday. Anyways, guys, it's been another Tuesday. We'll see you on the next one.
And get the fuck out!